Welcome to the Join the Movement podcast with Cohesive Movement Center, where aerial athletes train, inspire, and push the limits of movement. Hosted by Coach Jill Adkinson and Coach Rosie Wandell, we dive into the art, science, and passion behind aerial training. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your journey, we're here to lift you higher. Let's get moving.
Not all aerial studios are created equal. Some focus on tricks, some on technique, and some on just looking cool for Instagram. So, what sets Cohesive Movement apart? Coaches Jill Adkinson and Rosie Wandell share what makes their approach unique and why their studio is more than just a place to hang around. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host and producer here in the studio, back with coaches Jill Adkinson and Rosie Wandell. Jill and Rosie, how's it going today?
It's going pretty well. Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate you.
Of course. So, Jill and Rosie, what makes Cohesive Movement Center different from other aerial studios?
So what makes us different and sets us apart is that we are a membership, and by membership I mean a true membership-based training facility. We are a training center. We are not a studio. So that is the main difference is what makes us different from studios. General studios in this area are class-based. So you sign up for your class, you go in, you take said class, and then you leave. Our model is very different. So you are actually a member first. So you have access to our studio space, which I shouldn't even say studio space. I do it all the time. Our center.
Training center.
Our training center is 16 and a half hours per day. Yes. So this is what makes us different, is that you have a key card, and that key card lets you have access to our space for 16 and a half hours a day, which is comparable to what our community is familiar with as a term of open pole. We're basically an open pole facility for 16 and a half hours per day. And that equates, based on our membership of $2.99 per month currently, to $1.50 an hour. So basically you're renting a space for $1.50 an hour.
And we're also going to be offering foundational training courses. And our courses are going to be 75 minutes. And after that, you're able to stay.
And those foundational training courses are included in your membership fee. Yeah. So in a traditional local studio space, you would be paying for said courses. Yeah. As a member here, you actually are able to come in and go as you like, but you're also able to take our foundational training according to your level base and where you are in your journey. And you'll also have access to things here, such as an actual formal gym. We do have a full gym space in here. We also have a competition room set up specifically for competition circuit. And we also have a post-hab rehab stretching room that allows you to decompress. Lastly, we have a supplement bar, and that supplement bar includes First Form products for post-training to keep you recovering faster and also to help you stay consistent with your journey.
So, coaches Jill and Rosie, how does your approach to training differ from other aerial studios in terms of technique and safety?
So we are different with regard to technique and safety because we're bridging the gap of the community in itself. Where you see on social media, you see people doing hard things. A lot of our aerialists in our local area muscle their way into said hard things without the foundations first. So we are helping you to build from the ground to the air, those foundational needs that are missing in the community to basically get to those harder things in a safe manner with the proper muscle building in order to get you to the hard things in a safe manner.
And what kind of community culture have you built at Cohesive Movement Center? And why is that so important for students?
Well, we feel it's very important in the community for us to work together with. We've actually currently reached out to all the studios, letting them know we want to work with them. We want everyone in our community to know they can go to another studio, learn different genres of different aspects of pole. We are here to have them to come to do their training. after, because in a regular studio, as we said, they're in and out usually 65, 70 minutes, and they don't have time to train. And a lot of people can't train at home. And that was one of our visions of why we wanted to open up this space for them, and to bring the people that if you want to come and you and your friend are at a studio and you join here, you can come together and you can be here for as long as you choose.
Yep. And so that creates a community base of being able to train with your peers that may go to other studios, and have a community space basically to come and train together, to bring our communities together, where you may be training with somebody at your local studio or perhaps a local competitor, but you learn to create together to help each other, and that also builds good sportsmanship.
Which is very important and very big part
of what
our
we
mission.
do. Yeah.
Most definitely. Coaches Jill and Rosie, what specific benefits, physical or mental, do students gain from training at your facility that they might not get elsewhere?
So what our student base and our community base is going to get here is qualified coaches.
Yeah.
Rosie and I have two ends of the spectrum. We both have a dance background, but we also both have a different spectrum with regard to what we do in this community. I am actually a coach, so I do choreography. I help to build the skills. I help to build from start to finish what it takes to build routines, and how to also get past the mental blocks of what that entails. We call that writer's block if you are a writer, but it's the same thing and the same premise as it relates to building routines as a competitor and or a performer, or anyone who's in a performance setting. It's definitely a thing that happens here. We also help people to understand the mental challenges as it relates to inversion. We call that upside down brain. And as soon as you switch the gears and feet go over the head, there's also a fight or flight that you have to train your brain to understand that it's okay. Rosie comes from a very medical background.
And yeah, that's my thing, is I'm more of the medical background, neuroscience, and exactly what she's saying is working and helping people physically and neurologically, getting them through and getting them to understand it. It's a very big thing in our world.
It seems like it shouldn't be, because you watch these magical things happening and you see these magical performances, but it's the what happens on the back end that makes a very big difference on what you see on a stage. And there's a lot of mental preparedness that goes into how we get to that end result of watching the beautiful performance on a stage or wherever that might be, maybe just even on the Instagram where you see the best run through they had that day. And that's what you get the results of what you see on the social media, which is very true. A lot of people don't post the blooper reel
or the reality
of what it really looks like to train certain hard things. You see the end result, but you don't see what goes into it, how many hours, how many months, how many years it may take in order to actually be able to do that effectively, efficiently, and safely. And what we do here is we start from the ground. We start building those foundations that are needed as far as muscles are concerned. That's another reason why we also offer cross training here, to be able to have both ends of not just building your skills, but also building the muscles that you need for those skills here in our space.
And that's where we do performance coaching and any post-hab that's needed, especially during competition season. Yeah, which is no one does that.
No. And that is actually a fact. No one really does any post-hab. They externally refer that out. We have the internal in-house experience here. This is basically a one-stop shop for your aerialists to get all of their training in one space.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you truly have the dream team going on.
Yeah, we do. It's true.
Love it, Jill and Rosie. We'll catch you both in the next episode. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Join the Movement podcast with Cohesive Movement Center. Keep training, keep pushing, and remember, we are athletes training athletes. For membership information, visit our website at cohesivemovementcenter.com or call or text us at 561-820-7288. See you next time, and keep moving.